Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back today to give you guys a little bit of an update on what's going on. I am having a Black Friday sale on my Etsy shop that does include my readings. I have a 30-minute reading for $65 that's on sale. It's got 10% off, and then also my 45-minute reading is on sale as well. That's also 10% off, and it's a 10% off at checkout, I believe. So so if you don't see it, like, take it off the actual post on Etsy. That's why. I did want to just let you guys know, some friends have asked me, what's going on with me and like why I'm not still posting anything on my channel. And I want to let everybody know that one of the reasons is because I don't really have any way at this time to record. My tablet is, the memory is almost totally gone on it, and my laptop has been trying to die for like 10 years. And my cell phone does not have the memory and the capability of recording the amount of videos, the size of the videos, or like 200 megabytes a piece. I mean, it's just a lot for that. I thought about recording through Zoom, and that may happen at some point, but right now that's not. I don't really feel comfortable with Zoom. I don't know why. It's just one of those things I don't really like. In order for me to actually record, it means I have to get a full-time job. Right now I am picking up gigs as best I can. November was a really rough time for me. It's been a really rough month. If you have any capability or interest in doing a reading right now, that would be great. Be a huge blessing into my life, because honestly, I've been trying to pick up gigs here and there, and it's been really hard, and I haven't really been able to make my ends meet at all. I feel like the light workers right now are getting crushed. Essentially, I feel like there's a significant imbalance of good and evil, where evil has basically taken over. I do believe, and I hate to say this, but this is what you call the end times. The end times. And what are the end times? End times it's a time where 80% of the people that you know and love are going to pass away. It will be a significantly harder time than we have had in the past as far as life. I think people are really, really hoping that everything's going to return to some, form of pre-normal or new normal, and it's just not really the way I see it going. I have not wanted to get into politics on this channel. I've not wanted to talk about things that are going on this planet, but I have been working in healthcare for the last 3 years, and I'm no longer working because I will not participate in the dark agenda. I also have found it really, really hard to not want to participate in that situation because of a lot of different reasons, but I don't believe in it, and I won't, and that's made it really, really challenging, and people don't care. That is hard for me. I asked my family if I could go stay with them, and they said no. I asked my friends if I could go stay with them, and they said no, and only one person in my life said yes, and then she bailed. So essentially right now I have to figure out a way to come up with enough money for my rent for December and enough money for my bills for December. Going into Thanksgiving is really hard right now. It's not a pretty picture. Going into even looking at Christmas for me is, brings up a lot of issues for me. And I would be just really grateful and thankful to have, doing some readings, being able to pay my bills, pay my rent, but it's just making it right now is really, really hard. And the evil is making it hard for a reason. Like, they're trying to push everybody back into a corner. They're trying to make it hard for the light workers to spread any positive things in the world. They're trying to make it hard, and I've seen people, especially light workers right now, going through harder times than they ever have, and I find it interesting. And I think it's interesting because light workers are supposed to have the back of the universe, right? But it's not always the case, and I think that light workers have it harder because they have to stand up and they have to face things and they have to do things that other people don't necessarily agree with or like, that don't necessarily have the same beliefs. And I did say back in my video that I did about everything that was going to happen, basically for like 2 years, I said that it was, you know, about beliefs, and it's about belief systems and what you believe, and we're seeing that it's really polarizing, you know, people, and but you know, the thing for me is that like my life cannot be about a political agenda. My life cannot be about recording and tuning into that agenda. So, you know, I prefer to just at this time do private readings. At some point I'd like to get back into doing some form of recording, but I can't really visualize my life making it through Thanksgiving. I can't visualize my life making it through Christmas. Everything is really short term right now. Everything's day to day. And when you live day to day, moment to moment, it's a kind of bittersweet place to be, because there's a beauty in living in that moment and being open to surprises and not knowing what's going to come. But then at the same time, I'm a psychic, I'm an intuitive, and I don't like what's happening in the world, and I don't like being forced into this corner where I have to make really difficult decisions, and there really isn't a lot of a backup plan. There's no support. How am I supposed to record for people when I don't feel that reciprocity? I did, I think, several years ago, but I certainly haven't felt that now. And so it's just a really difficult time, I think, for a lot of people. It's difficult for me personally. It's difficult to even open up and talk about this without being very upset and stressed out. So, you know, any suggestions would be helpful. Any readings at this time would be helpful. Please take a look at other things on my Etsy shop. I do have other things for sale. I made this really cool, I call it a green witch kit, which has like a whole bunch of herbs in it, and it comes with a handwritten reading. Everything on my shop comes with a handwritten oracle card reading too, just so you guys know, with the exception of my private readings, which those two is just a reading itself. So anyways, I'm going to end here. Thank you guys so much for being loyal fans and subscribers, and I really encourage you to do any light work that you can at this time. I send everyone big hugs, big kisses, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. All right, take care. All the best.